How's it going, Lions fans? This is the Overthinker, and let us think about the upcoming game versus the Chiefs Sunday night at 8:20. We have got a primetime matchup here. Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs, two realistic Super Bowl contenders. Obviously, the defending Super Bowl champions have not had a perfect season so far. They definitely had started with a bit of injuries and also a suspension at wide receiver. So now having Xavier Worthy back in the lineup is definitely going to help them. They still don't have Rashid Rice, but having Xavier Worthy in the lineup is realistically changing the Kansas City offense. I don't think they're really going to have a ton of problems moving the ball anymore, and that will lead right into my biggest concern for this game. The Detroit Lions have a lot of guys who are potentially realistically questionable for the game. A lot of times you see questionable and you really feel like the guys are probably going to play, but the Lions have quite a few guys that are going to be realistic game time decisions where we don't really know yet. So first we do have Alim McNeill, who they have opened the practice window for, but Dan Campbell basically said he's not sure yet, and that's the best he can tell us right now. We also have Brian Branch and Kerby Joseph. Brian Branch with an ankle that he injured last week, and also Kerby Joseph has been dealing with a knee injury the whole season so far, basically. And it does look like both of our starting safeties are going to be real questionable for this game, as we don't really know how that's going to go until the game starts, basically. And yeah, that's very concerning for me, because for me, our starting safeties really are two of the best players on this team. And they really are the cause of a lot of the turnovers we get and a lot of the third down stops. Kerby Joseph and Brian Branch are in coverage a lot, making plays as well as hits on ball carriers and stuff. So those two guys are incredibly important in terms of how good our defense can be, especially on third down and obvious passing downs. So just to be without one of those guys would really concern me, but to be without potentially both of those guys versus a team like the Chiefs with Mahomes, and Mahomes can throw the ball, obviously. Even if they don't have like an elite receiver, they have guys. And then we also have Taylor Decker with a shoulder injury and Terrion Arnold with a shoulder injury. I'm pretty sure Terrion Arnold's not going to play. Taylor Decker was more we don't really know. Possibly he might go. And that does really suck. I really felt like, Terrion Arnold had one of his best games last week. And, without Taylor Decker, it's going to be tough, obviously. At least the Chiefs don't have anybody, insanely good on the edge. But it's still not great to not have your starting left tackle out there. And, yeah, that is unfortunate with DJ Reed on the IR. If we're going to miss a few games of Terrion Arnold, we're going to be looking at more backups playing. And Rock Ya-Sin and Amik Robinson did play pretty well last week, especially Amik Robinson, obviously had a really nice interception. And yeah, if Terrion Arnold can't go, it'll probably be Amik Robinson in the slot with Rock Ya-Sin out there playing outside, as well as probably Trey Flowers playing on the outside. And yeah, if we have to play without either or both of our starting safeties, it's going to be Thomas Harper as well as Lawrence Strickland playing back there. And neither of those guys have had a ton of snaps, and really just don't know what we're going to get with that. A lot of talk about secondary there, but I really feel like without 4 or 3 starters back there, it could be really tough. Having a lot of backups in there, it is very important to have, proper communication in the secondary especially. And it's probably, it might be the most important position to actually have, communication before the snap as well as after the snap. There are a lot of things that they have to do in terms of passing guys off when you get like bunch sets and stuff. And if our secondary is full of backups, I really do feel like it's going to be important for Jack Campbell to make quite a few plays. He has been really good this year, and that's kind of what we're going to need this game. I feel like if we want to come away with a W, we're going to need some turnovers, and Jack Campbell has been the cause of a lot of turnovers as well. So yeah, I really do think he has stepped up his game, especially in big moments this season so far, and we could see some of that Sunday night. And for the Lions offense, I do think we'll be able to score some points. I don't think this is going to be a super high scoring game. I think the winner of this game probably scores like 25 points. I mean, obviously we'll have to see, but it looks like the Chiefs defense has not allowed a 100-yard rusher in the last 30 consecutive games. That's a pretty interesting kind of streak that you could see the Lions break here. I really think either running back for the Lions could do that. And yeah, since that disastrous week 1, the Lions really have had no problem moving the ball on the ground. These young guys are looking really good. Christian Mahogany as well as Tate Ratledge. And when you combine that with Penei Sewell being one of the best right tackles in the NFL, it just is a really hard offense to stop when we can run the ball. I really think when the run game is going, with all the weapons the Lions have, and what John Martin has shown so far through 5 games, the Lions definitely have the best offense in the NFL when they are able to run the ball. So yeah, hopefully the Lions can keep running the ball well. And I think that will be the key to victory, obviously, versus a team like the Chiefs. You just really don't want to give Patrick Mahomes too many chances, especially in the fourth quarter. We have all seen what he has done the last 5 years or so. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Lions defense is going to be very important for the secondary. If they have backups in there, got to communicate well. I think you got to get a huge game from Jack Campbell, as well as all these pass rushers, Aiden Hutchinson, obviously. And then on the offense, if we can run the ball, I think we'll be okay. And I think we come away with a victory. Go Lions fans, and we will catch you live for the game. We will be live starting about 8:15, I think, about 5 minutes before the game kicks off. And we will catch you then.